I never finish anything. I have all these different ideas for stories and movies, comic books and novels. But when I actually sit down to write them, I get 30 pages in and then I'm looking at Instagram. I'm playing the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox. I'm online. I'm shooting guys in Calls of Duty. And while I'm doing that, while I'm relaxing and trying to have fun, whether I'm smoking weed or hanging out with my friends or just dicking around on a couch with 3 different screens in front of me going at once, I'm kicking myself in the head. I'm going, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why aren't you writing? You have all these ideas. Why aren't you writing? Does this situation sound familiar? I think the most common thing I've discovered in doing the Glass Planet consulting program I've been doing for creatives is that the hardest thing to do is to finish. And yet that's the only way you can communicate your ideas to the wider world. The unifying trait of pretty much every great story in whatever medium is that they all end. There's a resolution. It's a complete product. And yeah, there's examples of that not being true, but even the script of shows that ended prematurely, even the pilot, it was finished. So where do you find it? I watch a Max Landis video on YouTube and I feel inspired. I read a writing thing. I see something from a writer. I see a movie I love. I'm inspired and I want to finish. No. No. That's great. If you can finish that way, that's great, but that's not enough. That's 30 pages. And I'll tell you a hack because it's Valentine's Day. And I want to teach you a hack that you can maybe use. And if you're a really lonely person, maybe you can't. But if you have some really good friends or, God willing, a romantic partner who loves you, maybe even a family member who truly gives a shit, here's how you beat writer's block. Write 10 pages for them. The project you've been working on, the idea you've told them about endlessly, the thing you've been kicking around forever, or the thing that came to you this morning that might be gone by night. Write 10 pages for someone you love. Write 10 pages for someone you love to read. Write it to entertain them. Whenever I sit down to write a story, I'm not just writing to get my idea out to the world. I'm writing because I want people to know the idea. I want them to feel the emotions the idea gives me. And no matter how good of a pitcher you are, you can only pitch so much before you need to do a bigger project, right? You need to make it real, even if it never gets made, even if you publish it on Amazon yourself, even if you keep it in a drawer, even if it doesn't make you a dime. There's no reason while you're relaxing that you should be beating yourself up for not being creative, because creation is an act of love and communication to the world. So find someone in your life, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your them friend, your mom, your dad, your best friend, your pen pal, that girl online, that guy online. Stop talking to him. Stop talking to him. I know you're going to keep talking to him. But anyone who gives a shit about you and who you give a shit about, and write 10 pages for them and ask them to read it. Giving scripts to people, whole completed scripts, it's like assigning them homework. That's why agents and executives take months to finish reading scripts. Oh, I sent it into a manager and they never got back because it's in a pile, because it's homework. If you've read my scripts, you know they're silly and fun on the page. I don't go crazy. I don't fully Shane Black, but I have fun. Shane Black is a high-selling screenwriter and a very sweet, nice guy who had a legendary run in the 90s and is known for using evocative and communicative language between the lines. You've seen when people sell on the page and make jokes that aren't in dialogue that an audience would never see. That's Shane Black. But you can be Shane Black for someone you love. You can have fun writing instead of it being a chore. And you can be doing it for a purpose beyond one day, someday. 10 pages for someone you love will lead to another 10 pages for them if you didn't fuck it up, and another 10 pages after that. I have no one in my life to talk about my ideas with, and these ideas have been rattling around in my head, and my new project or the notes I got on the studio project. I'm talking to you too, professional writers. This shit works. I wrote the script deeper in like 7 hours because I was writing it to impress my girlfriend at the time. That's a true story. I really fucked that relationship up in 100 different ways. But I finished the story. Write 10 pages for someone you love. What else? You're going to pitch Disney? Come on, do it. Happy Valentine's Day.